What's your Tyler is back, continuing with my 1995 interview with SummerSlam. This is, but this is significant because this is the last WWF pay-per-view before the Monday Night Wars, which was a month later. So there's one plus I have to say about this, because next time we get to the 5-year review, we're on the Monday Night War with Fall Brawl, which is the first pay-per-view of the Monday Night War. So yeah, here we go with SummerSlam 95. I got one word to say this. Bad. August 27th at the Civic Arena in my hometown of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. So yeah, and here it is. SummerSlam 1995 was the last pay-per-view before the Monday Night Wars era of September 4th to March. We already know. Go back to my Bash at the Beach review. So let's start with an actual good match. There's some good matches on here, unlike King of the Ring and WrestleMania 11. So there's another good plus on this. Hakushi defeats the 1-2-3 Kid. This was a really good match. A really good opening contest to SummerSlam. Because there's not really any that great matches. Is this the 3 out of the 4 big matches? And probably the second match. So yeah, this was a great match. I give it a 7 out of 10. Really good match. Then we get Hunter Hearst Helmsley, the guy who is in charge of the E right now, because Vince retired. Yes, Triple H. This is his first pay-per-view match for the WWF. Yeah, this is his first pay-per-view match on a Big 4 pay-per-view. He defeats Bob Holly in a random match. It was a solid match. I give it a 6. And it's hilarious to think, because in 3 years' time, or 2 years' time, him and Shawn Michaels formed DX, which, fun fact, that was their 25th anniversary. Go back to that review on Monday Night Raw. And a few years later, he becomes the WWF champion. Funny to think about. 6.5 out of 10. It was a good random match. But during this show, I gotta bring this up. Shane Douglas, but he's called Dean Douglas. This is before Matt Striker. Fuck Matt Striker. He's a stupid ass commentator and fuck him basically. Not Shane he's a decent wrestler, but a bad attitude. But regardless. Anyways, the Smoking Guns defeats the Blues Brothers. Why is this on SummerSlam? I give it a 2. This was bad. And the tag team champions are not on the show. Why? Anyways. Barry Horowitz, the guy who was jobbing for life, beats Skip, who's also known as Chris Candido, in a surprisingly decent match. But this did not work well for Chris Candido in the WWF, because I think 2 years later he went to ECW and yeah. The only thing funny about it was seeing Sonny and Earl have their arguing with each other. That was another funny part. So I give it a 6. It was actually another solid match. Anyways. Then, probably one of the 2 shittiest matches on the night. For the WWF Women's Championship, Bertha Faye defeats Alundra Blaze. Jesus Christ, this match was bad. And I thought seeing Horseface burying the freaking women's division is bad. No, this women's division sucks Bart Simpson shorts. This match can shove it. 0. Anyways, then we get a casket match. One of the 4 big matches on the card is this match, Bret Hart and Isaac Yankem, the Future Kane. Shawn and Razor Ramon, although it's supposed to be Shawn and somebody else, which I'll get to, in a ladder match. And Diesel versus King Mabel, which we'll get to that. So anyways, we get the casket match next. The Undertaker defeats Kama in a pretty decent casket match. A lot of people don't really like these kind of matches. I kind of like them for the Undertaker, for the Undertaker to be a part of, because it was a decent casket match, and these two are really good friends, because they're part of the BSK thing, which is the Bone Street Crew, if you don't know, but yeah. But this match went on a little too long. It got a little boring at some points, so I just give it a 5 out of 10. Not a bad casket match. And then the weird part, there was a casket camera angle. Okay. Anyways. Bret Hart defeats Isaac Yankem DDS by disqualification. This is the continuation. By the way, that last match was the blow-off to Undertaker and the $1 Million Corporation feud. Thank God. But it's not going to get better for Undertaker until 96 when he feuded with Mankind. But there's that. So Bret Hart defeats Isaac Yankem DDS by disqualification. Pretty decent match. This is a continuation of the Jerry Lawler feud, but Jerry Lawler was not competing in this match. For Glenn Jacobs' first big match against Bret Hart, he did really good in this match. But again, Glenn Jacobs did better winning with Kane. And fun fact today, Glenn Jacobs is the mayor of Knoxville, Tennessee, which is also one of the most overpushed women's wrestlers in Bianca Belair. Sorry, I hate to be the word out. She's overpushed and she's not ready. I'm sorry. But we're not going to talk about that. Let's talk about this show, which are almost at the end of it. So yeah, this match was pretty good also. But Isaac Yankem, aka Glenn Jacobs, at this point is green. But he got better as the years went on. When he became Kane. So there's that. I get a 6.5 out of 10. And then we get the best match on the show. Now, this was originally supposed to be Shawn Michaels defending the Intercontinental Championship against Sid. But they look at this card, they had to put a great match, and they had to take Sid off the card and had to put Razor in this place. Because Razor was not supposed to be on this show. So they had to do the ladder match from WrestleMania 10. A ladder match for the Intercontinental Championship. Shawn Michaels defeats Razor Ramon to retain the Intercontinental Championship. I don't know. It was like the WrestleMania 10 match because they cannot use the ladder in this match. Because there was no weapons uses at this point. But all in all, this is the best match of the night. This kind of reminded me of SummerSlam 2016, 21 years later, they have AJ Styles and John Cena stole the show on that night. This match stole the show. They're both great ladder matches, don't get me wrong. I give it a 10 out of 10 for this match. But I don't know if it was amazing as that ladder match, but whatever. And then we get the main event. Oh, no. For the WWF Championship, Diesel defeats King Mabel to retain the WWF Championship. This is the worst main event of SummerSlam history. And I thought Orton Brock was bad from 2016. No. This match is the worst main event of SummerSlam history. And this is the last appearance of Lex Luger in the WWF. Because 1 month later, on the first episode of Nitro, Lex Luger comes back to WCW. Oh, what a disastrous run he had in the WWF for Lex Luger. Oh my god. Could not beat Yokozuna 2 years prior. Had to co-win the Royal Rumble with Bret Hart. And his career never recovered from the WWF. Honestly, that was a good move for Luger to go back to WCW. It was kind of similar like this year when Cody Rhodes left AEW to go back to WWE. It was a smart move for Cody Rhodes to go back to WWE because I think he knows what's going to happen in a few months with the Punk incident. But we're not going to talk about it. I already ranted about that last month, so let's just ignore that. Also, King Mabel squashed Diesel's back. That got him a lot of heat, and after that, at the Royal Rumble 96, he's gone. One of these things is not like the others. One of these things just doesn't belong. I don't know why Seth Rollins is tweeting about football. Sorry about that, but I don't know what's worse than Orton Brock from 2016 this match is. Because they're both really shitty. Actually, this is the worst main event of SummerSlam history. This match makes Randy Orton Brock Lesnar from 2016 SummerSlam look like Bret Hart and the British Bulldog from 92. That's how bad this match is. I was not even alive when this, wasn't even born when this happened. Because I was born in 98. So there's that. Because I'm going to be 25 by a few months. Let's see, October, November, December, March, January, February. 6 months, but I'll be 25. I give it a -4 out of 10. This is the worst Kevin Nash match I ever seen. Well, it's not as bad as the Sid match from Starrcade 99, that powerbomb bullshit. I get a more of a negative rating than this. This match was terrible. You think with Kevin Nash, he's gonna have good matches with the likes of Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart, Razor Ramon, Scott Hall. You know, but this match is terrible. They don't have chemistry whatsoever. This show was, there you go. SummerSlam 95 is done. And we're off to the Monday Night Wars. From September 4th, 1995 through March 26th, 2001, which we already did 2001. My overall rating is a 2.5 out of 10. Just because Shawn Michaels and Razor Ramon saved this. And the rest, like the casket match was solid, but except for the boring parts. Triple H's first period match. The opener. Giving Barry Horowitz and Bret Hart and icing up. That's the reason why this is not going to get a 1.5 out of 10 like WrestleMania 11. But this is the third worst pay-per-view that put on in the 95 era. So coming up next, finally, the Monday Night War has begun. Fall Brawl 95 and the third In Your House, which we have all three championships being defended in a tag match. We'll get to that. I'll do my SmackDown review tomorrow. I'll probably do WCW NWA Revenge tomorrow also. And then Sunday... Sunday I'll continue my thread. Friday the 13th, part 3. I'll probably do my Friday the 13th, part 3 review also. Like this video, comment down below. If you're new to this channel, subscribe. And bye.